What's up, nail crew? I want to show you guys a quick tutorial today of how to ombre with chunky dip powder. Whenever I'm doing any kind of ombre, I first start out with dipping my solid colors, and this way I don't contaminate my solids with any of the chunky glitter that I want to ombre with. So I'm just doing my pointer and my middle finger, and my middle finger is going to be the one that we do the ombre on. And you can see I go around quickly and clean up any excess liquids with my nail tool, and then I go and I dip, and the first dip layer should be pretty much the whole way back. And the second layer is where you're going to start to see what I do differently when I do an ombre. So right now I'm just gonna brush off the excess powder off both layers. I'm gonna go and do a second layer on my pointer finger, and then I'm gonna do a full layer of dip liquids on my entire nail since I build my apex with builder gel underneath. So I go around, as always, I trace my cuticles, I pour over my dip powder, and you can see now we're gonna do the nail that I'm doing the ombre on. And you can see that I did not put the liquids all the way back to my cuticle because I'm gonna start my ombre at the cuticle and go from the cuticle towards like the bottom, the tip of my nail. That's how I want my ombre to go. Doing an ombre like that, I don't cover my full nail for the second layer of the color dip. This way it just allows a little bit of extra room, especially if I'm doing chunky glitter that allows extra room for the ombre to sit at the bottom of the nail. And then I'm gonna go through, since I did my color dips, and any nails that are gonna be totally just color, go through those, cover them with clear as you saw, and activate them. This way I make sure I don't get any glitters on that nail. So now I'm gonna go, and since I wanna do my ombre now, I'm doing a full nail of dip liquids, and then I take my small eyeshadow brush, ever so slightly tilt my nail down, and start tapping the powder in a downwards motion, concentrating the majority of it back towards my cuticles because that's where I want my ombre to show from. So then I go around and I trace around my cuticle to make sure I didn't get any liquids or dip powder on it. And then I go back through, and since it's a chunky glitter, this is the key. You can go back through and your dip liquids will still be a little bit wet. I just dab a little bit more base where my ombre is. And you can go back through with a wax tool, or I use a little silicone tool, and you can place the glitters wherever you want them. This way, your chunky glitters aren't so thick on your chunky glitter ombre, and then you just coat the nail with a full layer of clear dip. And then you're gonna activate it. Since I finished my mani, I'm gonna go through and buff all my nails and finished up like normal. So that I like to always buff before I do my filing. It's just a personal preference for me. Then I'll do any shaping if I need to. And now I'm going through, since I finished all that, wipe my nails off with isopropyl alcohol and start with my first layer of gel base. Whenever you're using gel liquids to top your mani, you always wanna make sure that for both your gel base and your gel top, you cap your edges. That is so important to keep your gel polish from peeling up. So I go through and I do my layer of gel base, fully cure that for 30 seconds, and then I go through with my gel top on all of my nails, capping my edges, and then fully cure that for 60 seconds. Here's my finished mani. So as always, if anyone has any questions, drop them below. Thanks, nail crew.